Hi everyone, this is Nausheen, and today I will show you how a one-step 12-panel saliva u-Saliva test works. This is a 12-panel saliva test that includes alcohol test within the same test device. This is a most comprehensive test in the US right now, and I will go over each particular drug that it tests for that you can see on the label. So you have opiates, benzodiazepine, amphetamine, barbiturates, methamphetamine, oxycontin, buprenorphine, cocaine, THC, phencyclidine, methadone, and alcohol. What you also want to note is an item number, lot number, and expiration date, and storage conditions at the bottom of the label. To start the drug test, you want to take the device out of the aluminum foiled package. By peeling the package, there is a test container and a swab stick. You want to unwrap the swab stick from individually wrapped package. This is a very nicely designed test container that has color-coded test strips, and if you notice, some strips have 2 drugs and some have 1 drug like methadone and alcohol. You can note ID and date, and also at the bottom of the device there are result interpretation panel that is useful when you're reading the results. So now we are going to start the test by having donor put the swab stick into their mouth, making sure that they collect enough saliva to saturate this sponge. Right now you can feel it is pretty hard, but when the donor puts this swab inside their mouth, it becomes soft. So they should go around their cheeks, under the tongue, to saturate this sponge with saliva. It takes about 3 minutes for a sponge to get softened. If there are no hard spots felt on the swab, that means that the swab is completely saturated and ready to start the test. If the donor have dry mouth, it may take up to 10 minutes to saturate the saliva on the top of the swab. So we are going to go ahead and collect the sample right now. So once the saliva is collected, you want to vertically push the sponge in the center of the test container and nice and slow release the saliva from the sponge by squeezing on the top all the way until it is nicely sealed, and you can see the saliva is released from the sponge and now is going through the tunnel into the testing chamber where it's going to saturate the drug panels. And you will see the test starts right away. You want to keep the test device vertical until the test is complete. So right now the test is running. It takes about 2 to 5 minutes for alcohol test to appear and 5 to 10 minutes for drug panels to appear. Once the test is complete, you can use the interpretation chart to read the results. And right now, if the test is negative, they appear right away. But if the test is positive, then you're supposed to wait 10 minutes to call it a positive results. Because as I mentioned earlier, some strips have 2 drugs in them. So there are 3 lines. On the top is a control line, and drug number 1 and drug number 2 are both test lines. So if all 3 lines are present, that means that the 2 drugs, opiates and benzodiazepine, are negative. There are 3 lines in the first window. we see the 3 lines in the second, and because all of the drug strips that has 2 drugs on them have 3 lines, which means that all of these drugs are negative. On the drug strip where there is only 1 drug, like methadone, the top line is a control line, bottom is a test line. If the 2 lines are present, the test is negative. If you only see control line and there is no test line, that means the test is positive. To read the alcohol result, if there is no color, that means it's a negative result. But if there is different shades of green and blue that is indicated in the drug result chart, you can compare the color codes with the concentration levels of alcohol in the saliva test. So this is how a 12-panel, 1-step saliva test work. If you have questions, please reach out to us through our website at www.ucpbiosciences.com, and we will be happy to answer any questions for you. Have a wonderful day.